basis of what the judges and you have seen and heard, they have now decided who will be our 5 finalists, and I'm about to pick up their decision.
Again, let me remind you that the combined average score that each young lady got in the 3 competitions tonight will be shown only to you right there, our home audience. So let's get back to Bob. It's exciting.
Thank you, Joan. As always, the names will be called in no particular order. Here we go with the 5 finalists. Number 1, Miss Uruguay. Our second finalist is Miss Zaire. Now, Miss Spain. Only 2 more contestants who have a chance to become Miss Universe. One of them is Miss Puerto Rico. And now, number 5 on the list of 5, Miss Venezuela. Now, all previous scores are discarded, and from these 5 lovely young women, our judges will choose the new Miss Universe.
Pageant contestants lived in the Hyatt Hotel and rehearsed in the convention center. Both are right here in this very building. But there was much more to see in Miami, as we're about to learn thanks to our reigning Miss Universe, Yvonne Reading.
If your interest is old world or new world, if it centers around art, traditions, or festivals, you can count on one thing. It's happening in Miami. One of the festivals held in Miami is called Bombay, and it's a celebration for those who have come here from the Bahamas. Here's a very special band with a very nervous guest conductor. And speaking of guest appearances, I was invited to Vizcaya to attend the annual Shakespeare Festival of the South Florida Theater Company. My first dream to come true was being chosen Miss Universe. The second came true when I played the part every young girl dreams of playing someday, and to say those famous lines, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? I used to dream of saying that when I was a young girl in Sweden. Well, that's not really true. What I dreamed of in Sweden was someday saying, Romeo, Romeo, vad finns du min Romeo? See you later, Romeo. People do not only come to Vizcaya to see Romeo and Juliet, they also come for the celebration of the Italian Renaissance, and it's really flag waving day. These are the members of the world-famous Palio flag wavers of Asti, Italy, the sister city to metropolitan Dade County, Florida. From the Miami of today to the Italy of the 15th century, the flag has played an important role in festivals. Oh, thank you! While some flags are meant to be saluted, these are meant to be waved or thrown. In more ways than one, this is a banner day in Miami. You're seeing the start of the 15th annual Budweiser Unlimited Hydroplane Regatta here in Key Biscayne. These boats are about 29 feet and can cover the length of a football field in approximately 1 second. Not much good for catching fish, but just right for catching trophies. Congratulations to our winning driver, Scott Pierce.
Thank you.
From the waters of Miami's Marine Stadium, it's off to one of the city's most famous streets. This is Calle 8th Street. And this is Calle, the USA's largest Hispanic festival. This is not exactly Swedish meatballs, it's Cuban black beans. It's one of the many fine Latin foods, or should I say fattening foods, at this festival. You may ask how they can stay so thin. Come with me. This Dominican Republic Folkloric Ballet. One of the better ways to work off those calories. I got some work to do, and you are going back for some more on 1985 Miss Universe pageants.
Thank you, Yvonne. At this point, our judges have narrowed our field to 5. The previous scores are discarded, and our panel will now pick from our finalists the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st runner-up, and of course, our winner. To aid in that decision, we're about to ask each of our contestants to answer the same question. Until it is her turn to answer, each contestant will wait in our completely soundproof booth. To assist us, we'll be joined by Maritza Sayalero, Miss Universe 1979. And Kelly Hu, the reigning Miss Teen USA. And of course, our translators. Now, I am going to begin with Miss Venezuela, so would both of you step into the soundproof booth, please. Right in there. Miss Venezuela, we have an interpreter. I'll ask the question as soon as the door is closed and they cannot hear. From your friends at home and your sister contestants here at the pageant, you have an idea of what today's young women want to say to the world. What message, as Miss Universe, would you want to give on their behalf?
Por medio de las amigas que tienes en tu país y las concursantes que has conocido aquí, debes de tener un concepto de lo que las jóvenes de hoy día quieren decirle al mundo. ¿Cuál es el mensaje que tú quieres dar aquí como Miss Universo a nombre de ellas?
First of all, we have to express our love to each other. Everybody in the world needs love. I think that's very important, and we have to fight to be someone important in life. You have to have your professional life. You have to be friendly with everybody, and I think that's very important.
Thank you very much, Miss Venezuela. Miss Puerto Rico. Miss Puerto Rico, the question is, from your friends at home and your sister contestants here at the pageant, you have an idea of what today's young women want to say to the world. What message, as Miss Universe, would you want to give on their behalf?
I would like to tell everybody that they should really work hard to try to achieve anything that they want to pursue, and that always be very faithful and keep on working.
Thank you, Miss Puerto Rico. Now, Miss Zaire. Miss Zaire. The question is, from your friends at home and your sister contestants here at the pageant, you have an idea of what today's young women want to say to the world. What message, as Miss Universe, would you want to give on their behalf?
La question est la suivante. Grâce aux amis que vous avez chez vous, dans votre pays, et grâce aux amis que vous avez ici, parmi les candidates à ce titre, vous vous êtes déjà formé une idée à l'égard au sujet du message que les jeunes femmes d'aujourd'hui veulent présenter au monde. Alors, comme Miss Univers, quel message voudriez-vous transmettre en leur nom?
Je leur remercie beaucoup parce que grâce à eux, j'ai pu devenir Miss Zaire et je suis maintenant ce que je suis. Je veux qu'ils soient sérieux et qu'ils travaillent en paix.
I would like to thank them all because it's thanks to them that I became Miss Zaire and that I am where I'm at now. I would like to tell them to carry on seriously and to face their responsibilities and to love peace.
Thank you, Miss Zaire. Miss Uruguay. Miss Uruguay, your question is, from your friends at home and your sister contestants here at the pageant, you have an idea of what today's young women want to say to the world. What message, as Miss Universe, would you want to give on their behalf?
Por medio de las amigas que tienes en tu país y a través de las concursantes que has conocido aquí, tú debes de tener un concepto de lo que las jóvenes de hoy en día quieren transmitirle al mundo. Como Miss Universo, ¿qué mensaje quieres darle tú al mundo a nombre de ellas?
Bueno, a nombre de todos me gustaría darles un caluroso abrazo, decirles que es una experiencia maravillosa y mi amor a todos.
On behalf of everyone, I would like to tell them, give them my heartfelt thanks and to tell them that this is a marvelous opportunity and that I give my love to everyone.
Thank you, Miss Uruguay. Miss Spain. The question is, from your friends at home and your sister contestants here at the pageant, you have an idea of what today's young women want to say to the world. What message, as Miss Universe, would you want to give on their behalf?
Por medio de las amigas que tienes en tu país y además a través de las concursantes que has conocido aquí, tú debes de tener un concepto de lo que las jóvenes de hoy día desean comunicarle al mundo. ¿Cuál es el mensaje que tú quieres dar como Miss Universo a nombre de ellas?
Para todo el mundo, yo les mando un mensaje y es el siguiente. Les mando un mensaje a aquellos países que más lo necesiten y por supuesto ese mensaje es de paz. Gracias.
I send a message to the whole world, and that message is as follows. I send a message of peace to everybody in the world, especially those countries that need it the most.
Thank you very much, Miss Spain. You have heard the question, you have heard the answers, and time is running out for our judges here and at home. Have you made a choice?
Miami is proud of its history, and so is the Miss Universe pageant. This is my 4th pageant, and for Bob, it's number 18. The pageant has originated live from 5 different continents, and as you can imagine, the planning is absolutely tremendous. While we're proud of the longest-running international pageant in network television history, and we do look forward to its future triumphs, the matter at hand is tonight's 1985 pageant. Behind me, you see some of the more than 250 press photographers who are covering this wonderful event. And ahead for them, our judges, and for you right there, some answers and a close-up look at our 5 finalists after this word from Lilt.